heightened and being intimidated to being confident, spirited, and creative.
And putting as much energy and believing and knowing and expressing
into the planet, because that's infectious too.
Wow. Well, we're going to be back with more Sonia Choquette and her inner wisdom right after this. Don't go away. Welcome back to Chicago. Today, having a delightful time talking with New York Times best-selling author Sonia Choquette. And Sonia, to have that happen, I mean, to be the New York Times, that's the benchmark of an author's reaching out and people saying, I want to buy your book because what you were sharing with me is so important. That's got to be humbling.
I'm still humbled. In fact, I'm so grateful to think that this message has been embraced by so many, and I really am on a mission from God. Yeah. I'm really feeling that these times right now we have a responsibility to contribute to this planet something good and worthwhile. And quite honestly, the thing we can contribute most easily and most simply is a good energy.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it something where you can just walk down the street and you see somebody, rather than just staring and turning, you say good morning or hi.
Right, and acknowledge them and witness that we shared the Spirit.
Right.
And we've had different paths, different choices, different challenges, but we share the Spirit. Yeah. And that's something that we can do that will make a huge difference. There's so much research on how we are energetic vibrational beings.
Right.
And
well, even in high school physics, we learned that air is vibrating at a higher frequency than water, and water than the
earth.
Chairs are sitting.
Right, and spirit at the highest.
Right.
And when we engage with the Spirit and we love and share the Spirit, and you don't even have to be religious. You can or can't be. It doesn't matter. It's the essential essence of all of life.
Well, you're speaking of sharing in the essential essence, and I'd like you to share with my audience the experience that you have had traveling to South Africa, and you do it in a way of giving and caring about other human beings, and some of the most unbelievable results.
I'm so grateful to have been invited as part of my publishing house. They opened up a place in South Africa, Hay House, South Africa, and they've invited me over. All the proceeds from Hay House, South Africa, anything that I do there goes to an organization called Nurturing Orphans of AIDS for Humanity, or NOAH. You can Google that. There are 14 million.
14 million
orphans in South Africa. So I've been twice, I'm going to go again. And the first time I went, we raised and donated enough money to feed 725 families for a year. Wow. The second time I went, 1,000 families for a year. Oh. And I'm going again in a couple of weeks. And my goal is 10,000 families for a year, minimum. So I'm so grateful to go and to be part of this, and I'm so grateful for Hay House to have devoted their efforts this way. And the answer is simple.
The answer is simple. Love yourself, live your spirit. And living your spirit is about sharing with our collective humanity that we share.
Just heart to heart, soul to soul. I actually have a story in there about that. And it's about meeting some lions in the Kruger National Park. A mother lion leading her cubs to water, and how we were all from all over the world just flabbergasted with the beauty and the power of the spirit of this mother lion, and how it humbled us. And if we could just recognize that our spirits are no less powerful, and to live with grace and dignity and in integrity and intention and appreciation for all of life, it's a choice that we can make. And it will affect the experiences we have.
And the choice is key. So often in these times we feel that we're not a choice, but choice is present in any situation. And basically, it's how we choose to respond to whatever it is that's facing us in the moment.
And it takes you back to what I said in the beginning. If you breathe, you'll remember you have a choice.
Now, choices that folks who are watching now might be, gee, how do I get in touch with Sonia? They can go to your website.
It's easy. Trust Your Vibes.
Oh, Trust Your Vibes.
VIBES.
Or SoniaChoquette.com.
Whoops.
And there's so much information. There's so many things.
There's a chat room that people can talk to one another. So if you're feeling down or you're feeling you're not feeling the spirit and you're not loving yourself, come to the chat room. And it's from all over the world, and people will reflect and mirror back to you what's beautiful and support you. So it's a virtual community, so no one has to feel locked out or isolated. Or you can sign up for my newsletter. We send out good vibes at least once a month, just to keep feeding the spirit.
Right.
And so I encourage people to join the community, because I believe that we who choose to be loving our spirits, living our spirits, are the ones that will be the front runners of this new and balanced and peaceful age on this planet.
Wow. Well, that is awesome. Sonia, I want you to stay with me for a bit more, folks. We're going to be back right after these messages. Remember, trustyourvibes.com and SoniaChoquette.com. Welcome back to Chicago. Today we have just had the joy of talking with Sonia Choquette. And Sonia, folks can go to trustyourvibes.com.